What's up, y'all? Alex here, back in the east end of Toronto. I just got off the 83 Jones bus here at the corner of Jones and Beaupy Avenues here in the Riverdale neighborhood. Once again, it was only just 4 days ago I did a walking video, literally a few blocks south of here on Gerrard Street. I walked from Broadview, or actually just west of Broadview, and all the way to Jones, and then I went into Gerrard Square. But we're back at Riverdale again. And, you know, like me, I run out of ideas, but it's not so bad out right now. It was raining earlier this morning, but then the sun came out when I left. And I took only the bus to get down here. I took the, oh, we got a train coming. But there's sound barriers. Okay, you can see here. Wow, that's a good start to the video. For all you rail enthusiasts out there, it's probably on the Lakeshore East line heading east to Oshawa, or maybe heading to Markham or whatever. Anyway, happy long weekend to all my Canadian viewers. Monday is a holiday, being Victoria Day. Today's Saturday, May 17th, 2025. It's just around 4:15 p.m. so I am making this video a lot later than before. What a night I had last night. I went to Scotiabank Arena, where they're hosting a viewing party for Game 6. Maple Leafs were taking on the Florida Panthers. But before that, oh man, yesterday just felt like friggin' summer. The high was like 32, and now it's like 18, 19 degrees Celsius. And a bit windy at that, because I was at Yonge and Eglinton. I went to the Tim Hortons, and when I was crossing the street heading east, my hat blew off, including another guy's hat. And someone picked it up, so holy shit, that was crazy. But let's, I want to go onto Riverdale Avenue. I think it should be no, that's an alleyway. I think we gotta keep going on Beaupy, and then I think Riverdale is right there. Yeah, before that, I went to Yorkdale. I did a video of the Hudson's Bay store, and that meant I was pretty much done my part 1 tribute to Hudson's Bay. I visited every single store in the Greater Toronto area. Then I went downtown. I did my little outro outside the flagship store. And then I go on my subscriptions feed and saw that Johnny Strides was live. And he was next door to me. So I went over to Nathan Phillips Square where he was. And yeah, ran into him. And we walked all the way down Bay to the waterfront, Harbor Square Park. So I hung out with him for like 40 minutes. Johnny is very well known around the city. I've been watching him for many, many years. Go check him out. I used to participate in his chats, just not so much anymore, because, you know, I'm pretty much well known around the city. You know, the fact, you know, well, like, he gets like hundreds of viewers watching. And I think this is Riverdale Avenue. So this is a quiet neighborhood here we're in. So it was good seeing Mr. Strides again. I saw his oh, hello. Oh, we got a kitty cat here. Hello. Hi. Oh, he just ran away. Wow. Looks like he had like a collar on or something. Now he's just hiding. Well, I thought you seemed friendly, but okay. I'll leave him be. As I was saying, I did see the live stream Johnny did yesterday, where he had Ken over at his apartment, and they did like a podcast like interview. You know, you sit down, and it's like a sit down interview. They're talking about so many different things, so it's very interesting. And there's another GO train, and that's Gerrard Square over there. I was there on Tuesday. It's slowing down because of the Ontario line construction over at Gerrard Station. And then So after I said, after I hung out with Johnny, I went up to Scotiabank. I waited for my cousin Richard, and we went into the arena, and the Maple Leafs were down 3-2 to the Panthers, and everything was just dead air until the third period. Sure, there were some scoring chances on both ends, but Wall, who had a very, very horrible game on Wednesday, he bounced back, right? Matthews bumped the slump. He haven't scored a freaking goal at all in this series. And then Pacioretty came in later on in the third period, and the Leafs were able to hang on. Joseph Woll earning his first career playoff shutout. And you know what that means? The Maple Leafs, who are up 2-0 in the series, down 3-2, have forced a winner-take-all freaking Game 7. And I think for us, Leafs Nation, I mean, it's a bit nerve-wracking because the Leafs don't do well in Game 7s, right? They've lost 6 straight of them. They haven't won a Game 7 since 2004 in Round 1 against the Ottawa Senators. So they could change the narrative tomorrow night, and the Leafs can advance to the conference finals against the Carolina Hurricanes for the first time since 2002. And here's the 72 Pape bus as we're approaching Pape Avenue. I was on that bus myself. And look, I think that used to be the house they use in the movie It that my cousin Emily loves very much. Right here. I wonder if she's ever been here herself. Well, yeah, the whole freaking place went nuts last night. What a huge win to keep the season alive. And we got to try and close it out here at home tomorrow night. So I'll be back downtown, probably at Rendezvous. But it was such an amazing experience cheering among the thousands of fans inside Scotiabank Arena. And knowing that the arena is going to be very, very busy tomorrow night. Even my mom's friend who works there is looking forward to it. We got a fallen tree here. And yeah, I didn't actually make a walking video yesterday, but I did make a video of the reactions, right? The celebration after the Leafs staved off elimination, because oh my god, the reactions were crazy. The whole place was going friggin' wild. Even me and Richard. And then he suggested we go to Pizzaville. I never actually tried it before, but he said it's really good. Originally, we were going to go to the one on Queens Quay, but then, you know, we decided why go there when we can go to the one at Lawrence Allen Center, because again, it's actually right next to my area actually, and then Richard can just go home from there because he lives just like a 10-minute bus ride over at Jane Lawrence. Well, longer if it's like right now, but it was like late night, so we hopped on the subway, we went to Pizzaville, and oh my god, it was so freaking good. Way better than Pizza, if you ask me. I don't know why I haven't had Pizzaville yet, because it's a Toronto-based chain here, right? So it's definitely well worth it. That's why I decided to make that's why I decided to combine my pizza review into the video, right? Celebrating after the Leafs won, and I gotta try and get the job done tomorrow night and advance to round number 3. It's gonna be very exciting. And yeah, we thought they were freaking cooked, as we're now on Carlaw Avenue. If you haven't guessed, we are going to Broadview Avenue. Still some dark clouds, but at least it's not raining. It could rain again soon, but if the sun's out, no problem. It's not even that bad as yet, even though it's slightly windy now. It was much windier when I was in Midtown. My freaking hat blew off. But yeah, I gotta get ready for Game 7. I'm gonna go to Rendezvous. Hopefully I won't have to stand this time. I'm gonna go there very early though, so I can get a seat. And then Richard is gonna come along. He's at work right now. He doesn't have work tomorrow, so but he may have a couple of things to do before Game 7. And yeah, it's going to be an even bigger party. As I kept saying to Richard, it's going to be an even bigger party tomorrow night, especially if the Leafs win the series and advance to round 3. And I will definitely be sure to film that for you all. The celebrations, the people honking and yelling, screaming. Oh man, it's going to be so exciting. Maybe this will be the year. Who knows? But we cannot say that until Game 7's over. And the fate of the season lies within our hands. So you know how big this is going to be, especially when it's being played right here at home. So it's even more exciting. Again, the homes here don't seem too bad, but they're mostly just semi-detached homes. All the leaves have grown. I mean, we are full blown into spring. Still in mid-May, of course. I think a few weeks ago, someone got shot here. Fatally shot. As we're approaching Logan Avenue. I think that's where it happened. And then earlier this week, there were a bunch of fucking idiots that were throwing fireworks onto a bus. Like, what a bunch of fucking idiots, seriously. Like, why would you do such shit like that? Throwing fireworks on a bus full of passengers, you could have killed someone. Unfucking believable. There's our first squirrel of the day. I haven't seen a single one. I know I did a walking video along Logan Avenue, but what I really like about the street is, the lots of trees here. The homes here are unique. Look, we got a convenience store here. It's quite nice down here, actually. I was thinking if we're gonna ever see a squirrel when we saw one. Hopefully, we'll see more. I remember that time when a 14-year-old girl lit fireworks up. But, Victoria Day, people can get very freaking rowdy, so... Because I did see a video, I think from 2 years ago, when all hell broke loose at Bloor and Christie. So many teenagers were... It's either you blame their antics or their freaking parents. I mean, luckily, I don't do that shit at all. Oh, man. Unfortunately, though, we live in a very, very fucked up society. Teenagers have gone out of control. They're more entitled. Not everyone, but, it's just... times have changed, society, and obviously it is not perfect. But we're trying to live through it, especially during these times. It can be depressing, yes, what we hear on the news, the war and stuff like that. We gotta try and... Oh, dead squirrel. Oh my god. I think part of his... Oh man. I think it's very gruesome. I don't want to say it, but half of his body was probably cut into halves. That is just... that's just very sad and gruesome. At least there's no blood. But still... Hopefully the city comes and removes this dead squirrel. I couldn't tell if it was just a piece of fur or... Because it was so small. We'll see what happens on Victoria Day doing fireworks at Canada's Wonderland, Ashbridges Bay. I'm supposed to go and see some relatives in the GTA on Monday. So I probably may not have time to make videos at all. Tomorrow I gotta think of some ideas because I have to go to rendezvous for at least around 4. Otherwise I won't get my spot. But again, I gotta think of even more ideas because I repeat the same freaking street over and over again, especially downtown. Seeing a lot of people doing landscaping and stuff like that. Or not. There's a ladder going onto the roof here. Okay, let's cross to the other side here. By the way, this is a one-way street going west, if you guys couldn't tell. Hey, look, there's Broadway Avenue. There's 2 streetcars. I can't believe we're almost there. It's a very nice tree-lined street here. Of course, I'm not going to end the video just yet because we got to go check out that amazing skyline view at Riverdale Park. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do after. Zapan's live. But I don't know if I'm going to join him this time. But we're going to check out the nice views at Riverdale. After this video, I'm going to hang around for a little bit. I'll check and see where Zapan is. If he's nearby, I'll definitely come and I'll definitely find him. If not, well, that's all right though. You know, I came after the game and my late night pizza bite. I came home at like 12:10. I didn't even go to bed until like freaking 2, and I woke up and I got out of bed at like 11:45. I mean, I'm a late sleeper, but I gotta be prepared because for tomorrow, because it may be a long night. These houses are obviously new. So now we're going to see the downtown skyline come into view. But I gotta find a crosswalk. And then we will wrap things up. And I'll think of where to go next. Because I could easily just take the 504 or 505 downtown. But I'll see though. I'll definitely see. And it could rain again soon, right? There's still some dark clouds. Hopefully it doesn't rain again. But if I want to make another video, I have to think of more ideas. But it's a long weekend too, so... I mean, we got our first taste of it when me and Johnny walked down to the waterfront. And yeah, there were a lot of people down there. I don't know about today. Tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 15. And sunny. Same for Monday. Okay, I might do what this lady just did. Yes. I have a break. And this is like one of the best skyline views in the city. A lot of people come here, photographers, try to get their best shots of our amazing skyline. I think it's even more busier when it's like very hot like it was yesterday. We're gonna walk up a little bit here. And got a view. This is Whistler Avenue. And I was just passing through here on the bus on the 62 on Tuesday. I don't know if the 504 replacement buses stop here. I might be wrong. I don't know. There's a whole divergent shit. It's very confusing. But I know the 504 will go down to like Yonge and Richmond. So it might be an easy direct trip from here if I were to go back to the Eaton Center, if I can't think of anything else. Here we are. Here's the view I was looking for. Right here. Looking southwest, like there's the Bridgepoint Hospital, Don Valley Parkway. Now, how is that for a freaking view? It'd be a lot better if it was sunny. And probably when the sun is setting. But that's gonna be for another day. As the wind is picking up here, I'm gonna wait for whatever streetcar comes next. I know the 505 just departed. So guys, that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. Go Leafs go. I'm going to try and make a video later today. If not, then hopefully tomorrow before the game. I can't promise. But it's just been a lot these past few days. But I'm going to document it for you all. Especially all the Leafs fans out there. Even those that aren't. Well, it's part of our city, right? It's part of the part of our history. And you know. So guys, I'm going to hop on the streetcar and see what I can do next. Take care, guys. Adios, and bye-bye.